It is the International Teachers' Day today. In your view, what is the status of the Ugandan teacher in terms of welfare, working conditions, and also satisfaction?
As we celebrate World Teachers' Day, the Ugandan teacher continues to struggle with life in terms of welfare. And therefore, when we talk of satisfaction, most of the teachers, more than 3/4 of the teachers in this country, are not satisfied with the welfare. They don't have where to stay. They take long distances to reach school. The schools are not well resourced. As we talk now, it is quite some time when the schools reopened for third term, but schools have not received capitation grant. And then how do you expect now a head teacher to manage the school? How do you expect the teachers to deliver?
2 years ago, government moved to enhance the salaries of the science teachers, leaving a bitter taste in the mouth of those arts teachers. Do you think, or do you have hope that these will also be considered in the near future?
First of all, the government has no choice. It can delay it, but it has no choice other than telling us that education is no longer part of the agenda for this government. Because the longer it takes to be resolved, the more dangerous it will be to the teaching learning process. And therefore, the earlier government solved this issue, the better.
As you may be aware, government recently tabled the teachers' bill before Parliament, which put a minimum requirement of a university degree. You too seemed opposed to this particular move. Do you still stand by this, and why?
First of all, we have never opposed the qualification of a degree as Uganda National Teachers Union. In fact, we support it 100%. But we are saying government should do fast things fast. A teacher who is earning 460,000 a month cannot be told to go to the university because the university needs tuition. And therefore, the only thing is let government enhance teachers' salaries. And then there is no problem with going to further your studies after all. The education we are talking about, SDG 4, calls for lifelong learning. And therefore, as a teacher of the 21st century, you must be a learner at the same time.
And finally, government recently came up with a new curriculum for the lower secondary, which puts emphasis on skilling. However, many schools don't seem to have the proper infrastructure to ensure that students are skilled. What could be the progress in your view?
Even up to today as we talk, when the parents receive the reports from this new curriculum for lower secondary, they can't interpret them. And that leaves a gap. So the new lower secondary curriculum is good because it is an upgrade of what we have been using. But the inadequate preparation to start it has seen it go up to where it is now, but through challenges. And therefore, schools are not on the same page. The schools where resources are available have an upper hand in implementing it. The schools of the rural poor have struggled and they continue to struggle. Now, the worst case scenario is we now have the first cohort in Senior 4. They are going to do exams this year, this month. But we don't have an approved curriculum for A level. So where are they going to go? And therefore, you see, government comes with a very good program, but does not provide resources for its implementation. And this leaves it in a balance.
That is the Secretary General of the Uganda National Teachers Union, Mr. Filbert Baguma. I'm Benjamin Jumbe. NTV.